You want to buy iPhone 11, but you're also interested in XS Max 256 GB. So which one should you buy? Now the first part of the video is going to be a specs comparison. Second part of the video is going to be my opinion. It's going to be my personal opinion. What to buy, what not to buy. You don't need to follow that. You just do your thing. But I thought I should share my feedback because a few people have asked me to make this video. Stay tuned, keep watching East West Gadgets, and please do subscribe. Okay, first, XS Max versus iPhone 11. So here is a quick comparison. iPhone 11 has iOS 13, upgradable to 13.5. Same is true for XS Max. It's iOS 12, but upgradable to iOS 13.5. So no difference there. An iPhone 11 display is 6.1 inches and XS Max is 6.5 inches. The iPhone 11 memory options are 64, 128 and 256 GB with 4 GB RAM, while XS Max 64 GB, 256 GB and 5112 GB. Of course, the RAM is 4 GB. The iPhone 11 main camera is 12 megapixel, so is XS Max's, and iPhone 11 shoots in 4K, 13mm ultra wide, and XS Max also shoots in 4K, 52mm telephoto. So the main difference is here. iPhone 11 selfie camera is 12 megapixel, 23mm wide, 4K and 1080p. So you can also shoot 4K and 1080p in the selfie mode on iPhone 11, but that's not the case with XS Max. XS Max selfie is 7 megapixel, 32mm standard, and you can shoot video of 1080p. Now that's a major difference, I think, for anybody who is vlogging, a YouTuber. I mean, if you are a one-man team filming yourself, obviously iPhone 11 is a much better option. So there is an improvement here that XS Max can't match. So this is a distinct advantage, and XS Max can't match this, right? And iPhone 11 battery is 3110 mAh, 18 watt, and XS Max battery is 3174 mAh and 1500 watt. Again, the advertised claim is that it can charge up to 50% in 30 minutes. iPhone 11 is just 194 gram, while XS Max is 208 gram. Okay, here is my opinion. Okay, if you are already using XS Max and it's 256 GB and it's in good condition, it's working fine, don't switch. Don't upgrade to iPhone 11, right? Keep on using XS Max unless you have a real legitimate needs to change XS Max and upgrade to iPhone 11 or a bigger phone. Stick to XS Max. It's a good phone. If you want to watch a full video that I've made about XS Max, the link is in the description. Watch that video as well and let me know what you think. Right, some of you may not be using XS Max but are interested in buying a used one. Now my suggestion is, don't buy a used XS Max. Instead, you should buy a new iPhone 11. So iPhone 11 64 GB is going to be for almost the same price as XS Max 256 GB. In some cases, XS Max could be more expensive, right? Especially the brand new XS Max would be more expensive. But a used XS Max 256 GB is also not very cheap. I don't recommend buying XS Max. Probably you're going to buy an XS Max with 256 GB storage, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Then I suggest you buy a used iPhone 11 with 256 GB storage, right? You're getting a much better phone camera wise, but you know, it also depends on what you really want out of the phone. Some people can be die-hard fans of XS Max. I cannot convince them. They can go ahead and buy that. Some of them might like the display of XS Max, a bigger display of XS Max, especially if they are heavy users or playing games, etc. In my opinion, iPhone 11 really offers the best value for the money. You see, iPhone 11 is the middle ground. you are someone who is using XS Max but has the money to buy a new or bigger, more expensive iPhone, then wait. This month iPhone is going to release iPhone 12. Buy iPhone 12. But if you're someone who is using XS Max and is really tight on the budget, then don't buy. And if you're fine with XS Max and XS Max is doing the job, is fine, you're fine with it, whatever you're doing with the phone, so then you should stick to XS Max. If you still insist, then upgrade to iPhone 11. But in my opinion, it's better to wait. Even if you want to buy iPhone 12, wait for 3 to 6 months. Observe, see the market response. Maybe iPhone 12 has some glitches, has got some problems. It may not be good. There are so many things. Sometimes Apple releases the old iPhone and just under a new label, name, and almost no noticeable differences. So Apple is capable of doing that again. So wait for the market response, wait for the devices to be released, and then upgrade. It's also important to have a 5G smartphone. That's another disadvantage in having the current iPhones. So better wait and see what happens in the market and then make your decision, right? As always, I say, if you want to upgrade, if you want to buy a new phone, if you want to switch from Android to iPhone or from iPhones to Android, ask yourself some of the very fundamental questions. Why do you want to buy the phone? What should the phone do for you? Are you a content creator? Are you a heavy user? Are you a creative person? Are you a student? In other words, will you be using the iPhone or the smartphone in your work or not? These are some of the basic questions, that you need to answer before you make a purchase decision. Otherwise, stick to the same phone that you have, whether it's Android phone or iPhone. Just ask yourself what you really want from the phone, right? I was supposed to make this video in June, July. Some of the footage that I shot for this is from June, July. But this video has been in the production room forever. Now, if you want to buy iPhone XS Max brand new, first of all, in the independent retail here, it's going to be very hard to find an original handset, right? Like there is a high possibility it's going to be a refurbished one. Now that's a problem. Now, if you want to go for a brand new, I don't think it's going to be cheap. So if you want to buy brand new XS Max, that's going to be very expensive. If you find this video useful, then hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Peace. See you in the next video.